7 creepy statues that were caught actually moving. The unique Virgin Mary statue. A statue of the famous Virgin Mary residing in Argentina has cried tears of blood not once or twice but almost 38 times. The statue reportedly belongs to the Frias family, who have continually documented this phenomenon, leading pilgrims to flock to their door. There have been videos of this statue crying tears of actual blood, leading to constant groups of people coming to this family's home to try and catch a glimpse. The statue first began this rather unusual sight in April 2017. It has since been considered to perform miracles, as one person had claimed that their terminal illness had disappeared after seeing the statue. Egyptian statue. In 2014, an ancient Egyptian statue that was located at a museum in Manchester, England, made major headlines as it appeared to be moving all by itself. The statue of Nebsanu, thought to date all the way back to 1800 BCE, was baffling museum curators. One curator initially discovered that the ancient figure had been turning around in its display case every single day. The curator was even more worried as he was the only one who had a key. The curator, along with a team, decided to set up a time-lapse video to see if anyone was actually playing a prank on the museum. But they discovered that the statue was, in fact, moving all by itself during the day and stopping abruptly at night. However, further research discovered that certain vibrations from the footfall of museum visitors were causing the statue to move. The living statues. Just off the coast of Molinia Bay in Grenada, there are some extremely weird statues living underwater. They seem to have also multiplied, and now there's an entire bunch in Cancun as well. Jason Duck Irish Taylor created an underwater sculpture garden back in 2004, and it was so incredibly loved by scuba divers that a new park had been created just off the coast of Cancun. The truth about one particular sculpture happens to be a bit of Photoshop. A picture of photoshopped eyes on this statue has been doing many rounds when in reality, they're closed, and they remain closed. The underwater sculptures have also created a barrier reef that is home to all kinds of marine life. These new inhabitants meant that they are constantly moving. Ballinspittle statue. In the summer of 1985, far away in Ireland, almost 250,000 people descended onto the village of Ballinspittle. This was all because the locals had claimed to see a statue of the Virgin Mary moving right by the side of the road. It was even said that this statue had actually been floating in mid-air. What started out as a village rumor soon spread like wildfire, and people were eventually turning the statue into a shrine. At that time, it was even reported that at least 7 out of 10 people saw the statue moving. Blinking Buddha. In 2011, several statues of Buddha located at the Pujon Service Center of Kuala Lumpur in Malaysia were supposedly seen blinking. It also appeared as though the lips were moving, and they were actually breathing. The strange occurrence had been caught on a phone camera, but the video quality makes it a little hard to tell if what is seen is simply pixelated or if the gold statues really are moving. From the footage, it is also quite clear that it was very bright in the temple, so the occurrence could have simply been a trick of the light. Nonetheless, it got plenty of people talking. Our Lady of the Turning Eyes. One of the earliest known and recorded incidents of a statue moving and appearing alive came in 1643 in Rottweil, Bavaria, which is now Germany. 42 local parishioners had witnessed a statue of Madonna and Child turn and raise her eyes towards heaven and then right back down to the city. 2 weeks later, her face had turned red, and her eyes also shed a few tears. At the time of the incident, Germany was said to be under siege by the French during the 30 Years' Battle. As the phenomenon was occurring, German troops beat back the French, which was an achievement attributed to the miracle. Lord Ganesha and the milk. Ganesha is easily one of the worshipped Hindu deities and is recognizable by his elephant head. It is also extremely common for people to leave offerings for Ganesha. In September 1995, a phenomenon took place that had people believing that Ganesha idols were actually drinking the milk that was offered. The news immediately made national headlines in India and around the world. Flocks of people soon gathered at temples where Ganesha statues were being spoon-fed milk. It was declared to be a miracle unlike any other, while the price of milk was immediately increased.